Okay, so the broader scope of the work that I've compiled into a knowledge base revolves around the foundational principle that there isn't enough time to construct or maintain the modernity we see around us. And obviously that's a pretty casual proposition. It's not. I'm just cracking a joke. So the most reliable method of tracking time as it relates to construction is through crane operation. And while there are many variables entailed with every task a crane needs to complete, they're all readily observable and measurable. And that's when you have something that can be replicated, obviously observed, but it's tasks that are just performed over and over and over, and they can be measured. That provides verification. So one such task is loading or unloading forming posts off of a truck, and even just on and around the job site. And what forming posts are the supports, the little beams that are used to hold up aluminum slats that have concrete poured on top of them that form the floors, and sometimes also columns and walls. Well, I'll include a little photo right now of what I'm talking about. Conservatively, 150 posts are needed for every 1,000 square feet of flooring made, or floor space built on a tower or condominium. It can go as low as 130 and as high as 100 or 200, but 150 is a good conservative estimate. Now, what that means is on a 50,000 square foot site, uh, you're going to need 7,500 posts. And with 50 posts in a bundle, that works out to 150 hauls off a truck and up onto a site, or 150 hauls from a floor that's been completed below, and they have to be moved out, up, and over. And what the calculation on that is, it's approximately it's a half an hour per load, and it works out to 75 hours. And in a construction cycle of 2 weeks, it's 12 days of work and 96 hours of continual work that can be performed. And as condos and office towers go up at an average rate of 2 floors per, or 1 floor every 2 weeks, the math doesn't add up. There's just not enough time. Some sites actually go up faster than a floor every 2 weeks. But anyhow, it's interesting. It's interesting, and it's just revealing of a lot of things, because there are so many other tasks, so many other variables on a construction site that require a crane. Um, and there's just only so many minutes in a day and so many hours in a week. And yeah, it doesn't add up. So this video will help help people, I think, glean a little more knowledge into construction, and maybe into my thinking on this one and where I'm going, because it's supported by evidence, and the math is there. The math doesn't lie. Ultimately, where does this go? Direct observation is needed. Uh, I've set forth in some work on a forthcoming website that true experiment needs to be done, and a site needs to be observed from beginning to completion and recorded with digital and analog technology. So that's where that can go. And, oh, and of course, um, advanced software, software, artificial intelligence, if it was given the inventory of a construction site, um, it could probably get a good calculation on the time it takes to do things. And if it also had access to the cameras on a site, it might be able to detect anomalies in forward progress as the site moves along. So enjoy the rest of the clip. Uh, my little journey continues, and hopefully it helps clarify things a little bit for people interested in construction and modernity and how it all comes together. All right, take it easy. All right, it's Monday, August 2025 at 9:58 a.m. Just gonna do a little. I'm debating as to whether or not I'm gonna walk down there and get a true close-up. Might be a more interesting film too. Clip. All right, so it's 7 minutes and 15 seconds now. I'm gonna go in. All right. The time is 10:06. Okay, folks, it's 10:08. Just about 10:09. So carrying on. Oh, he's got a load. I got it hooked up. Let's see what it is. Okay, folks, the phone died, but it's now 10:15 a.m. And I can film from over here while I juice up a bit. And I'm going to try and show you something. If you look through the glass, you'll see that the crane is still there. They're still hooking up the thing of form supports. See, it's just dangling a little bit. I'm sure most people don't watch construction. They have a thing like a life and, you know, things to do, job, relationships, friends, whatnot. There's more interesting things to do than watching construction. Watching paint dry could be more interesting. You probably have a cool drinking game around that. But just on those form supports, I mean, there are hundreds, if not thousands of those things needed every floor of construction. And look at how long it's taking to load one bundle. Okay. So I'm going to juice up. And I'll probably get back to this I'm going to give it about 3 minutes. Okay, folks, it's 10:20. And the sucker is still there. Nice yoga pants. You know, everybody's wearing the yoga. It's the yoga pant revolution. Been going on for about 15 years. But women look great. Any size, you look great in yoga pants. Well, hardcore. Okay. Okay, height's fine. We're gonna be spinning over south. And this first bundle through the hole on the left. So let's catch it from the other side. Looking okay. Nice and easy on that swing. And it swings probably fine. Okay, coming. Coming down on move. Down on what? Where's that point to me? So the question is he just putting these down here? I thought he was lifting these things up. I think he's just.
I wait for you. I'll be on the belt.
Putting them on the truck.
What do you need? Back my belt up a bit so we're not on the gunnage. No, you're fine. Okay. I'm not on my gunnage. Alright. Is that okay? She's not on the street? No. You want me to bring it out of that? Use a lot more.
Jesus.
Okay, coming down to the morning, I'll disconnect these ones or just one on top.
It's kind of cool. He's using his walkie-talkie, talking to a dude up 90 stories plus. So, officer, this is all the work they have to do just to load this on, just to get them out of here?
Sorry?
This is all the work they have to do just to get these form supports out?
I don't know anything about this.
I thought they were taking them up. They were bringing things down.
Everything that went up has to come down, man.
So this is the down trip.
Everything's coming out.
Wow. And this is the time to load up just one truck of these things. All right, one more question, then I'll shut up. How many of these trucks are needed to do one floor of like?
Trucks per floor?
Yeah.
Depends what's on the floor. If you take 10 trucks.
Jesus. Whoa. That's a lot of time, folks. It's thousands of these things are needed to form a floor. And what do I mean by form? So a form is you put those poles up and then you put slates of aluminum or plywood. In the olden days, they used more plywood, but high-rise, like aluminum. And the concrete gets poured on top of the aluminum, so it's really flat. And those things have to take the load, those form supports. So you would need thousands of them. And if, it's up to 10 trucks, who knows how big the building is, but it's a lot of time to lift those forms up. Then you got to unpack them on the top, and they're heavy. Then you got to carry them, put them in place, and then the real fun starts. You have to make sure they're perfectly level before you put the aluminum on. And how does the aluminum get on? Well, ding dong, you need a crane to lift everything up. And if you think you can put thousands of these things up in aluminum slates on top of them and make them perfectly level, and then make room for all the custom holes for the HVAC, the plumbing, the electric, and all of that. We can do that in 96 hours of steady work. Miracles can happen, but to do it on an international scale on a daily basis perfectly without any flaws, and all of the buildings are always level and it all just works out. There's some buildings that have level problems, but you hear about them. It's a very, very, very rare thing. It provides probability. Okay, we're at almost 6 minutes here, and this crane has not returned anything down here. It's just helping to load this stuff on the truck because there's no room for a mobile crane. So this crane is dedicating its time today to unloading these things and positioning them on the truck to get out of here. And what that means is that any work that requires a crane up top has got to wait.
They're going to go fly concrete on the other street. So if DCA the crane's back, I guess...
So, hardcore, man. It's hardcore. You would need to start from the beginning of a construction process to the ending to get what's called verifiable data. But I'm gonna stop. I've got things to do.